pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Throwing on third down, Smith. He completes it right side to White. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And take it right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Second down, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run for it with Martin. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Choices. On the road, do you go for the 3 or do you go for the touchdown? I know what I would do. I'm on the road in this position. I'm going to get 6 right now.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And 4th down coming up. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, Winston. Surveying the field. Incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, Winston again. Brought in left side by Snead. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First out, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
when you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run. Martin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now Jameis on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's brought down. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Third and long for Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 11. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. He juked him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Freeman. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 53. And Barth puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Their big tight end, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Winston from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
4 down.
Gino now to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Rashid Hagman in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Winston. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll come out in the pistol. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They run. Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Smith. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, we all know that the instinct is to fight for every possible yard and try and pick something up. But every now and then you got to know when to turn off your instinct. Okay, in this situation, find a way to go down and save some yardage. I mean, quarterbacks do it all the time, right? Play up, we don't have it, just take the sack, fight for another down. In this case, though, he kept trying to make something happen, and that loss of yardage, it changes field position, changes everything you're trying to do on offense, really puts him in a bad spot.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's got time. Over the middle to Garcon. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play and a half here. Winston dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Freeman Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Gino on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Smith. Finding time. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he's got Snead. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. 2nd down, Winston. Safarian-Jenkins, yes! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Geno now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith surveying the field. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. In the red zone this time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on second down is Smith. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith.
In recent years, the slot receiver.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And here now come the Falcons. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Smith. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Smith throwing again. And that's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. 19 yards there on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again is Smith. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now Barth for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
and they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because
there he goes right side. He's at the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Red zone opportunity. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they send a man in motion right. Second and goal from the 1. They try again with Martin. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Martin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To the air again, Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They start the drive with Martin. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Following the penalty, Martin. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Ready.
Now they run with Sims, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Geno now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Geno. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
On 1st and 10, Smith being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and 10. Smith again. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. To put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.